Let's learn the alphabet, Filipino style. Kumusta po kayo? My name is Jay, and today we are continuing our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog. Linguistic experts believe that there are about 7,000 living languages in the world today. About 3,900 of those languages have their own writing systems. That means about 3,000 of the languages spoken in the world today do not have their own writing systems. Writing helps in the preservation of a language and the culture of the people that speak it. We wouldn't know about ancient civilization like the ancient Egyptians, the classical Greeks, and other ancient civilizations if not for the writing that they have left behind. Fortunately, Tagalog too exists in the written form, but its writing system has a very interesting history. When the Spanish began colonizing the Philippines in 1565, they found that the natives did not have a common writing system. Leading a Spanish expedition, Ferdinand Magellan landed in Suluan Island in Samar Province on March 17, 1521. 1 month later, he would die during the Battle of Mactan after meddling in a local war between two chieftains, one of which, Lapu-Lapu, became victorious. There would be 8 unsuccessful attempts by Spain to colonize the Philippines between 1526 and 1564. In 1565, Miguel Lopez de Legaspi landed in Cebu Island and began the successful colonization of the Philippines that lasted until 1898, a total of 333 years. Now, back to our story. What the Spanish discovered was that the natives spoke different languages and also had different writing systems. The pre-Hispanic writing system in the islands of Luzon and the Visayas are collectively known as Baybayin, an alpha-syllabary form of writing. And there are different varieties of Baybayin in the different islands. Aside from Baybayin, there are other forms of writing that exist in the other islands as well. This is how you spell the word Tagalog in the Tagalog variety of Baybayin. The Spanish also discovered that Baybayin only had 3 vowels: A, E, and E combined, and O and U combined. So, apparently, early Filipinos did not distinguish E from E and O from U. This may have contributed to the demise of Baybayin, as the natives learned new Spanish words that they incorporated into their local languages, Tagalog included, words that require more than 3 vowels. The Romanization of the Philippine writing system began with the spread of Christianity in the new Spanish territory. The story goes that a local typographer named Tomas Pinpin was commissioned to print copies of the Doctrina Christiana, a booklet on Catholic catechism in each local language. Producing the letter blocks representing the many characters from the various versions of Baybayin was just too daunting for Tomas Pinpin. He decided to use letter blocks from the Spanish alphabet instead. This started the process of the adoption of the Romanized Spanish alphabet known as Abecedario. The Abecedario during the Spanish period is largely the Spanish alphabet with 2 extra letters representing Tagalog sounds not present in Spanish. The Abecedario goes like this: A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, H, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, nang, enye, nga, o, pe, ku, ere, erre, ese, te, u, ve, w, x, y, z. By the beginning of the 18th century, most variants of Baybayin have completely disappeared from use. Only a few varieties of Baybayin would survive to this day, and their use is fairly limited to a few cultural minorities. A huge majority of Filipinos today can no longer read nor write in Baybayin, but there are attempts to preserve the knowledge of this ancient writing system. The Abecedario included letters that are necessary to write Spanish loanwords. Letters like che, edje, enye, and erre. Chinelas, slippers or flip-flops. Llave, key. Cañón, cannon. Guitarra, guitar. Fun fact, in 1994, the Royal Spanish Academy, the foremost authority on the Spanish language, officially dropped che, edje, and ere from the Abecedario in the Spanish-speaking world. It was not until 2010 that the process of delisting these letters became complete. One wonders why it took them hundreds of years to realize that these are not letters but combination of letters that produce sound. Anyway, back to our topic. The Philippine Abecedario includes a weird-looking letter, nang, with a tilde on top, pronounced nga. Pangalan, meaning name. Langit, meaning sky or heaven. Ngayon, meaning today or now. In the 1930s, the process of adopting a national language began, including the standardization of the alphabet. In 1940, Tagalog was proclaimed national language. You might want to check out our previous video on that. At the same time, a new alphabet was introduced, but with only 20 letters. The Abakada, as this new alphabet was called, was an attempt to indigenize the writing system by taking away letters that were deemed rooted in Spanish. Remember, this was during the American administration of the Philippines, and there were attempts to de-Hispanize the Philippines. The Abakada goes like this: A, ba, ka, da, e, ga, ha, i, la, ma, na, nga, o, pa, ra, sa, ta, u, wa, ya. Notice that a lot of letters from the Abecedario are missing. Now, growing up, this was the alphabet we learned at school. As young children, we sang the Abakada with patriotic glee. I never thought it would be changed, but changed it did. In 1987, the modern Filipino alphabet, the Alpabetong Filipino, was introduced. It contained 8 more letters than the Abakada, letters that are used by other regional languages in the Philippines. This is gonna sound weird, but the Alpabetong Filipino goes like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N, G, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It is essentially the English alphabet with 2 additional letters, Enye from the Abecedario and Nang from the Abakada, but now pronounced as NG. Personally, I am not a big fan of this alphabet. But I do understand the intention of making it representative of the other Philippine languages that were marginalized by the missing letters in the Abakada. It is also consistent with the government's bilingual policy. So what do you think? Do you agree with changing the alphabet into the Alpabetong Filipino? Let me know in the comment section below. So, today we have learned that the Tagalog writing system went from the alpha-syllabary writing system into the Romanized writing system in about 2 generations. Meanwhile, the Filipino alphabet changed structurally and phonetically in about 1 generation. I hope I was able to impart something new to you today. And if you are Filipino, you might not look at our alphabet the same way again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do not forget to click on the like button, and I would appreciate if you would subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so you won't miss any new videos that I will be coming out regularly. I will see you next time. Hanggang sa susunod.